Welcome to this screencast. GCSE Computer Science, we are looking at 2D lists or arrays. And our starting point is to remind ourselves that a list is a variable like any other variable. You give it a name, you give it a value. It just happens that that value can have more than one inside. Now, if it is a variable, then we can store this list inside another list. So we're having lists of lists. And that gives us our 2D array. Now, thinking about the data we're going to put in there, how would you describe the data? What does the data would normally look like when it's given to you before you write any code for it? Anyone? What does the data look like? Yes, please?
Often in a table.
A table, so something that would look like this. It may even have maybe something like a heading. And then here it may have a row number or just the name of a person. It isn't something. And then after that, it's going to look like a table. One thing that's very important for you to remember as you are coding your list, as the programmer, you're going to decide which is the first list, which is the list that contains the other list. What I mean by that is, are you first going to go across and then down? In which case, I would have a list of columns, or will you go down first and then have a list of rows? Now, both are equally valid. It's just up to you to pick the one that will make your life easier when you code your project. And you must make sure that whatever you decide, I'm going across first and then down. Whenever you read the table, no longer constructing it but reading it, you've got to do it in the same way. Otherwise, you're not going to read the right data. Now, the other thing we need to mention about our 2D lists are the index. Now, the index, typically, you're going to have a for loop for I in range your length of the columns. And then here you're going to have for j in range. When you do something like this, again, be careful you go, in this case, across first and then down, but there's nothing stopping you giving this a different name. For example, what name should I give that index there rather than a classic I and j? Yes, please?
Col or column?
Yes, so this could be for col in column. Now, you are the coder, you choose the name of your variables, including the name of your index. So, 2D lists is one of the most advanced topics at GCSE levels. You're not going to be asked to do 3D lists after GCSE for that one. And be careful with the index and make sure you use the same method when you build up the list, when you read the list afterwards. I look forward to seeing what work you do in our exercise. Thank you.